What is the one thing that you should be doing that you're actually not doing purely because you're afraid of doing it? What's that one thing that you know will level up yourself, your business, your relationship, but that you're continuously creating workarounds for, which are keeping you in the same place, the same version of yourself? In this video, I want to talk a little bit about fear and how fear is holding us back, how fear has been holding me back as an entrepreneur. And I want to share with you the two commitments that I've made by identifying my fears that I knew I had to overcome, the fears that I had to face in order to level up in my business and to become that next version of myself. And I think once we change the perspective of fear, we can actually start to see it as a compass that's pointing us in the right direction instead of something that we should be fearful of or something that we should push away or reject or try to create workarounds for, because there's a lot of power in fear itself. And this is actually something that I realized a couple of months ago when I was at a point where I wasn't too sure which direction to take in my business. I hit a bit of a low point, and at that time I decided to do a mushroom journey, and I decided to do a mushroom journey to get me more insights. And my intention for that mushroom journey was to get clarity on the next steps that I had to take in business, the next steps that I had to take in life. And the answers that I found during this journey, or the insights that I got actually, was something telling me like everything that you need is already there, you just need to accept it. Everything that you need is already on your path. You just need to open up and accept it. Because if you're holding back because of fear, and if you're closing off and not letting in the opportunities, then it's also very hard for opportunities to actually flourish, come into your life, and have the universe, if you may, or just opportunities in life come to you if you're not open to accepting them. So my question still to you is, like, what's that one thing of fear that's holding you back and preventing you from taking that next level? And for me, actually, it's been two things that I've identified. The first one is stepping into the ring and doing another Muay Thai fight. And I've done a Muay Thai fight 15 years ago, and it's been one of the most profound experiences in my life to actually step into a ring, training as hard as I've ever trained before, to face someone who actually wants to punch my head off, and to have those 5 minutes where it's just purely, primally you inside that ring fighting for your life, and the whole build-up, which is a physical build-up, a mental build-up. And I never done it since, and I knew it's something that I've always wanted to do, but also because of fear, it was holding me back, and it was keeping me small. So one of the things that I put on my list to actually overcome was to step into the ring to register for that fight. This is still to be continued because the fight is to be determined, but it will most likely happen somewhere next month. So I've been training hard, I dedicated myself, I registered for it, and I will keep creating content around it because I feel it's such a powerful thing that also relates to business, maybe about overcoming fear as well as pushing yourself to become the next level version of yourself, pushing yourselves to keep putting in the reps, keep going to the gym, keep training, keep pushing yourself mentally, physically. And the same thing is with business. I see a big correlation there between business and sports or workout or Muay Thai in my case. So just keep putting in the reps even though you're injured, even though you don't want to, even though your body hurts, to keep sending out the DMs, to keep taking the sales calls, to keep running the ads. So I think there's a beautiful correlation between that. And the second thing that I had to overcome was actually investing a good sum of money in a high-end mentorship. And I've invested in mentors before, but the recent investment that I've done has actually been the biggest investment that I made in my business and in myself. And that was a big fear for me to overcome because there was a lot of voices in my mind telling me, is this going to work? Will I lose my money? Is this going to be an investment that won't give me return of investment? So it took me a long time to actually come over that fear and trust in that person, trust in the process, and trust in myself mainly, because it was an investment in myself that I had to do. And actually at the time of investing in myself and taking out my credit card and paying a large sum of money, things shifted instantly. Things instantly shifted in terms of my mindset, my motivation, my drive, my vision, my clarity, because I had made that step for myself. And that was a big step that I had to overcome. And I just want to use this beautiful mirror board and my amazing jaw skills, what I have learned about fear and how I see, or how I'm trying to push myself to see fear. And this is, again, another one of my beautiful drawings. All right, and this is our, let me use some text. All right, this is our comfort zone. All right, our comfort zone is here. We're comfortable, our mind also works that way. Our mind is comfortable with the things that we know. It's a safe space. And you've created that comfort zone ever since you were of a very young age by continuously trying out new things up until you hit a point where you got comfortable and you were like, now we're good. And this is also true within your business. You are at a point where you're comfortable, maybe sales are good, your revenue is good, or your sales calls are going well, or you're just happy with whatever it is. And you stick within the comfort zone, and that's what the mind likes, right? The mind wants to eliminate the unknown, because that is fear. That's where we, in that zone, in that gray zone, that's where we used to get killed, eaten. So the mind likes this part. And I got to a point in my business, it was fine for me to post every day, to send out some DMs, to help a couple of clients. I got stuck into my comfort zone. But in order to get there, like before, there was a previous version of myself. It was actually here, right? I still remember, I'm sure you still remember, the first post you posted about business, assuming that the whole world was going to see what you posted or laugh at you or maybe get an overflow of leads coming into your inbox. So every time you had to level up and take that next step up until you got into a zone of comfort. And this is a constant journey that we're taking as entrepreneurs. And for me, that next step as an entrepreneur was really to invest in a high-end mentor. For me, it was to register for that fight, to be stepping in the ring, to actually dedicate myself to training 2 times a day again, no alcohol, no distractions, a lot of water, clean food, 2 times a day while building my business, while serving my clients. And it's here where fear kicks in, of holding you back to the next version of yourself. So my question to you is what is that fear? What is that fear here that moves you to the next level? You have an established business, you have client testimonials, you know how to run a business. What's the next step that's holding you back? Is it investing in knowledge and collapsing time so you have someone by your side to show you the ropes, to teach you the framework that you need to consistently scale your business? Is it running advertising? Or maybe on a personal level, is it something like doing a fight? Because doing the fight for me is not only because of doing the fight, it's because I want to push myself to the next level. I really see that as the next level version of myself. And I think that's what the beauty of entrepreneurship is, to keep pushing and keep expanding ourselves to that next level by getting uncomfortable. And there's a beautiful book called 10x is easier than 2x. And if you haven't read it, I'd highly recommend it. It speaks about this. It speaks about the jumps that you make as a person as an entrepreneur by trying new things and doubling down really on the things that work and they give you the highest amount of growth as a person and will give you the highest amount of results. And this often comes together with fear, with the unknown, and pushing through. So this is actually the full motivation why I got into entrepreneurship, the personal development, growing continuously to becoming the best version of myself. And yeah, guys, to wrap up, for me, this has been investing in a high-end mentor and stepping into that ring, which will happen soon, which I'm excited about and slightly fearful, if I'm honest as well. But I know that's what I need to come to the next level. And once I reach that level, I'll be sure that something new will come up. And fear will be my compass to guide me what the next step is that I need to take. And to leave you with 2 quick wins, to leave you with 2 tips in terms of how to best overcome this fear, it's to have someone by your side or multiple people who have done it already. So you become part of a community or you actually see a role model who has done it before, which will help you, which will help the mind to ease to see that it's actually possible and you're not going to die, you're not going to get eaten. And the second thing is to actually already live it. So I have created a video about my vision board, which I think I'll post today. And on that vision board, I have already written out the fact that I will win my Muay Thai fight. I have already written out the return of investment that the investment in the mentorship will bring. So I read this twice a day, so my mind is already programmed that this will happen. So it becomes part of my reality, not something that I have to overthink. Will I do this? Will I not do it? What are the consequences? But I relive it every day, so in a fact that it has already happened. Great, guys. So cool video, I hope, about fear, overcoming fear, and becoming the next version of yourself as an entrepreneur, as in life. If you like this, please subscribe here to my channel below or anywhere above. I'm not quite sure what a button will be, because I love to create these videos and I love to have you as a viewer to consume more of the content and hopefully inspire you, give you more inspiration so you become a better entrepreneur and you have the opportunity to impact more lives with your business. Much love and see you in the next video.